Sometimes when you're playing Fortnite, you can get a little bit carried away. Like when you dance after every kill obnoxiously or triumphantly blow the sad horn when you just barely won a gunfight, and those are the moments where you kinda deserve to get third party. And I think that's the beauty of karma in Fortnite, is that it's justice. But in this video, these aren't just regular karma moments. These are instant karma moments. So this is like the people that get a big head and then right afterwards, boom, instant justice. We here at Top 5 Gaming love to see it, and Fred does too. Right, Fred?
Excuse me, I'm in here.
Ignore what you just saw and use code T5G in the item shop, and let's get into it. Number 10, the red card. Team killing was something we unfortunately had at the beginning of Fortnite. You'd land with your random squad mates, loot up, and 2 seconds later, one of them would most likely come and mow you down and take the loot. It wasn't exactly a pleasant experience. In all honesty, you could find yourself being more afraid of your team than the enemy. Found a gold scar? Be prepared to get shot in the back. Lucky for us, that was soon removed, and as much as you can't directly damage your team anymore, there's still a few ways in which you have to be careful. And that's one of the worst parts about game modes like 50v50. Knowing your team will shoot out any attempts at some form of high building, even if it's their own team. I mean, I think the random that shot them down must have been new at the game because he essentially instant karmas himself, just walking straight off the edge of the cliff with no attempts to build. The only problem is there's no real way to stop teammates destroying your builds. I mean, what are they gonna do? Make it so teammates can't destroy or edit your builds? Then you'd have teammates trapping each other in boxes. Maybe just don't build sky bases in large team modes without a backup redeploy or something. Number 9, instant karma. One of the common problems we all come across is when you land with your team at a certain location, you maybe take a house each to maximize on loot, but then all of a sudden one of your buddies goes down. What do? You may be in the same location, but you're still split up. Getting to them quick enough before they get finished seems almost impossible. That is, unless they decide to get a bit cheeky. Lord Gluten here is in the same situation, but fortunately manages to grab some impulses from his first chest. Knowing his teammate is in trouble, Lord Gluten starts impulsing over. However, just as his friend does get knocked, Lord Gluten comes flying smooth as hell over the broken house and takes out the Cuddle Team leader. Point blank, he gets him in the head. You can see that pink teddy getting the emote on and feeling confident just to have Lord Karma himself fall from space and end this man's whole career, finishing it off smoothly by whipping to the enemy partner and eliminating them two. Incredible save, my friend. Incredible save. And in number 8, we've got Daquan with the easy clap. All right, I'll full admit this has definitely happened to me on multiple occasions. You've had your warm-up games and you're getting into that groove. You're hitting maybe 5 or even 10 kills at least every game. And that's when you can start to get a little overconfident.
Easy clap, dude. Hitting all these brothers like we wild, hitting them with the arriba!
I don't know if this enemy was using balloons or had impulsed in or something, but the man just appears out of nowhere. I mean, Daquan is fully in cover. He's got some of the best high ground around, yet apparently it wasn't high enough. Comes in Mission Impossible style and gives Daquan a quick and painless execution, while the poor innocent man just wanted to shake it up with the emo. Number 7, Tim the Tatman on New Year's Eve, New York City celebration. Are you surprised? Of course we couldn't have an instant karma list without Tim the Tatman getting absolutely destroyed in one of the many clips that is his series of unfortunate gaming events, from dying to falling damage once a stream to getting roasted constantly and Ninja being really mean to him. Yes, that is an actual thing that goes on a regular basis. Stop bullying Tim, Ninja.
My job is to guard. Yo, who is this though? Stop. Ninja! Stop! Stop! You know what, dude? I didn't want to have to do this to you, but I'm gonna do it. Last game.
Later, Tim! Later, Tim!
If you actually let me die, that will be the end of our friendship!
I love the fact that Ninja was the one screwing with Tim. At the moment Tim does one little emote back, he gets wrecked. Side shot with a sniper to the temple. Just as he was doing, the seasonal take the L. Apparently the game doesn't mind troll building, but you pull out that emo for 1 second and it'll send you straight to the nether realm. Number 6 is instant karma for a Fortnite camper. Now, the Fortnites have been a fairly popular addition to Season 9, and we're finally getting most of them. The different challenges and team building exercises we have to do in order to get them have been great, but there's always that one person who uses this as an easy kill farming point. However, this little Fortnite camper just doesn't quite have the brain cells to farm kills effectively. This little edge of the map camper must have been waiting just for those that landed close by to come for that fort fight. Bad luck for them though, as Bay Chameleon's reactions were on point and that impulse completely and utterly backfired. It's funny how the camper's name was Vile Pilot. He was such a bad pilot, he flew himself into the ocean. And in number 5, we've got Just Streamer gets instant karma after calling me trash. Trash talk, I'm sure, is something that we all do with our friends every now and then. Well, gaming. I, on the other hand, tend to do this all the time and get a little bit carried away, and things become more like a Call of Duty hardcore search and destroy lobby where everyone is screaming at the top of their lungs. But you do have to be a bit careful when it comes to your enemies. Sure, you might have the upper hand 1 minute, although you never know when the tables could turn. It's probably always safe to assume they're a pro, and then you won't blame yourself for making a stupid move like this.
Oh, robot. You're trash. What? Han hedder mig ikke engang. Han er her.
This streamer may have an RPG, he may have the high ground, Anakin, and he may have put Laugh and Gas down to essentially 1 hit, but the mighty hammer of karma doesn't care 1 bit. Oh no. Barely a second after the streamer trash talk, Laugh and Gas whips like a madman, takes him out in 1 clean shot, the streamer left speechless and mumbling on his words. And at number 4, we've got DrDisrespect gets some karma. It's not often that we see DrDisrespect venturing over to Fortnite, but it happens occasionally, and it's all the better for us. When he does come over, you'll be almost guaranteed to see him rage out at something, and this time is pretty much the same. Even if he may be pulling off the moves 1 minute, the next is a completely different story. Better! Better! Are these things, man? Usually we see DrDisrespect showing up every now and then in a Fortnite compilation on YouTube, but most of the time it's just him getting wrecked and raging. At least this time he managed to get 1 kill in there, but he went for the brag and the karma hammer struck. The thing is, in these situations, it's near on impossible to avoid. A clinger appearing out of nowhere and sticking to your foot is not something you can exactly counter without a bit of notice. And in number 3, we've got Chapadoodles Funeral. So how many of you know about the legendary story of Chapadoodle? A young, lost, and trapped player who was accidentally ran over in an epic rescue attempt. The story goes like this. This clip traveled the viral wave of the internet, and Epic Games even put a gravestone and a set of tires in the very same location. Members of the Fortnite community actually held a funeral service in Chapadoodle's name. But how do you think that went? The absolute disrespect. You've got everyone celebrating the memory of Chapadoodle, dancing away. As you see, while paying respects, one guy decides to spray paint on the grave. No one seems upset, then swings his pickaxe, breaking the grave. This reaction was not taken well, resulting in his own pickaxe elimination at the very grave they mourned. Yet also in comes that one person again, that one fiend farming the kills. You know who that guy is. They slide down the mountain and start C4ing the entire area. It's a massacre. Luckily for the 12 people they killed, this player didn't know how to build up a mountain very well. 2 cases of karma for the price of 1 clip. Number 2, things don't seem to go just right here. Rocket riding is something we're pretty much always going to see in Fortnite's future. It may not be as popular as it used to be, but it'll always make for a great clip. You just have to know what you're doing, though. If you haven't practiced, you could send your friends way too high and unable to survive. Even if you do, you could be left in unknown territory, all by yourself. Woo!
Oh, you're dead.
No. Yo, bro, I think I'm dead.
You dead? Hey, you're pretty high up.
I got you. Oh! No, I have a grappler! Oh! I'm the best in the game. Oh, what the?
What are you doing?
Oh my god, dude! No, man! That was such a good play!
Symphony, my man. You're known for being one of the best editors in the game, yet it took you to the very last second to realize that you could save yourself with a grapple quick reactions in the end. But the game wasn't intending on his survival. The mop-up crew came in heavy and put Symphony down in one hell of a shot as he was falling. You can't really argue with shots like that. And in at number 1, we've got 1 second after he dances. We're bringing it back, really far back to one of the oldest clips on his list. Definitely way before the time of scissors and possible death runs, or this wouldn't have happened. Although, if we're being completely honest, I doubt this would have happened at all if he wasn't showboating so much and on such low health too.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow! You saw it! I know! Oh my, that is karma. That is karma.
It's another classic case of overconfidence getting you killed, but at the end of the day, it is a game and we all just want to have fun. If you want to see the opposite version of this video, then check out our top 10 luckiest Fortnite players right here, because that video will be funny, unlike this one. Use code T5G.